just like that asleep.
Then we got
Absolutely
McDonald's.
Then we got McDonald's. That's always. Did the McDonald's come with a gherkin though, Richie?
No, well, I got chicken select, so
Oh, chicken select.
Good man.
I haven't been.
What's your choice? What's your choice of sauce for chicken selects?
I went sweet chili, but I do change it up sometimes. Like the sweet curry's quite nice as well.
Okay.
Sweet and sour
But
for me.
I normally go the sweet chili. Sometimes the sour cream. Depends on how I feel.
sometimes
Smoky
barbecue. Yeah, you can't
some
go.
smoky barbecue.
There's good options.
Great option.
Everyone likes barbecue
yeah.
sauce.
And the cappuccino.
Who doesn't love a condiment?
Because I knew I was like, okay, I want to make the podcast. I need caffeine and lots of.
You dip your chicken selects in a cappuccino.
Yeah, don't you?
No. Anyway, this is
how else do you eat them?
this is the post show. This is post show for episode 48. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the podcast previously. If you are here, that means you followed us over here to post show number 5, where we basically talk about a different topic, off topic.
A bunch of stalkers following us from one piece of content to the next.
I know, it's so weird. But thank you for stopping by. This week we apparently are talking about chicken selects and what flavour condiment dips go with them. But that is not the question. It could be a whole topic unto itself. However, this week's question:
sweet chili or cappuccino?
Yeah, don't dip your selects in your coffee. That's just weird.
I don't think you should dip anything in coffee, really.
No.
Spoon?
A biscuit, maybe.
A spoon?
Be handy.
Biscuit.
Yeah. Biscuit. Okay, fair. Yeah. All right, I take it back.
Or just drink it
All
like
right.
a normal
Yeah.
person. But yeah, the topic this week for the post show is going to be games that are missing in action. So it's been something that, again, I think we spoke about on the podcast about letting things kind of just sit and rest on the laurels. And as consumers, we rightly so, should bring attention to stuff. And one that I feel like has been missing and swept under the rug a little bit is games that are just non-existent anymore. So it kind of comes from Doom being stealth drop this week, where we joked about it and we've spoke about it a couple of times. It just disappearing from the shop storefront and nobody knows, and then out of the blue, here's Doom to not much fanfare, not much promotion. It's available now. Go get it at a great price. Which made me think, what about the other games that are now out on other platforms? And on the Stadia front, we've been told to come to Stadia, and they're now non-existent. So I'm talking about SpongeBob and Destroy All Humans. These are 2 games which are now out on other platforms. They were listed as coming to Stadia, and no one's talking about them anymore. What's happening with those? Like, is Stadia like where is the marketing? Where is the roadmap? Because surely everyone who was going to get that game now was just like, well, I'll just get it on another. If they're looking forward to playing it, they wouldn't have waited. Like, how long do you wait?
I mean, the thing is, you mentioned Doom. Doom 2016. Was one of the games that they used to demo the technology. And at some point it went missing from the Stadia product page, and that's the point where we kind of went, oh well, it doesn't look like it's coming. It's still not there. There's Doom 64 and Doom Eternal on the Stadia Premier Edition page, and then suddenly it's there. So I was like, it's just weird.
So where's SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, anything can happen, Chris. Anything can happen.
But
it's really. It's just really weird. Like, I've got a list of some titles in front of me, so if I just run through those quickly, these are all titles that we know are coming to Stadia, but they're all on a TBD for release date at the moment. So we've got Destroy All Humans, we've got El Hijo, A Wild West Tale, which was a relatively recent announcement. We know a little bit more about Gods and Monsters. We know there's still like the EA Sports games. We've got Madden, we've got FIFA at some point. A couple of Mafia games that we're waiting on. Monster Jam Steel Titans was one of them. Sniper Elite 4, we have actually had Sniper Elite 4 confirmed, the one by the same guys who made Zombie Army 4. And Windjammers as well. Windjammers. It's all a bit...
Quite a few games that are now out in the wild. Like, for older games, I understand, because they're porting it across the Stadia. That makes sense. But the day and date stuff that has genuinely SpongeBob, like, jokes aside, and Destroy All Humans had the Stadia logo on their promotion material with a date.
Oh yeah.
So how was that date came and went and nobody's talking about it?
Bit
Well,
bizarre,
it's weird.
really.
I haven't seen like Stadia themselves confirm anything regarding SpongeBob?
It was on the end of the trailers though, the Stadia logo.
Yeah, it was
the-
on the SpongeBob trailer, but that wasn't on any Stadia platform. That was
Yeah, we've had a Kinect come and go, and no acknowledgement of it. And
so.
Do you think Stadia don't even realize that the game's coming out on the platform?
It might
'Cause
be
we've
from
had-
them. It's not. They don't have it slated till next year, so they're not talking about it yet or something.
We've had it the other way around. We've had it where the game developers have forgotten that the game is coming out on Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
But is this a case of Stadia forgetting that the game's coming out on it? That would be really poor.
I've got to think Google have some sort of roadmap, even if it is just something very loose. And if they're not expecting SpongeBob to come this year, maybe that's why they're just not talking about it.
I can just
Where
imagine
the developers go, "Well, it's coming out in Stadia, so slap the logo on."
There's some guy in an office somewhere with a whiteboard in the room, and he's got like pictures of games stuck up with like the string crossing all over the place. He's got writing and arrows, and he's just there, just going like, "Wait, guys, we know it's coming. We just don't know when. It's going to be somewhere on this roadmap."
Follow the green line into the blue, switch over the purple, back onto the blue.
This is 2020. This is summer.
roll 2d8 and flip a coin all at the same time. And if it comes out as a positive number, just tweet something random.
But will it come
Tweets coming soon.
But will it come out on the AM or the PM?
Maybe both.
That's the even bigger
Depends
question.
where you're in the world.
But yeah, it's just again, this is we've said it over and over again. We need a roadmap, guys.
We do.
We really need a roadmap because people take time off work. They use the hard-earned money. They want to. They have hype. They get excited, and the lack of a date is laughable. And the fact that this is their marketing strategy, their campaign, after nearly a year, baffles me. Because again, I'm not a big fan of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I'm not a big fan of Destroy All Humans. I never played them back in the day. However, part of me in my brain was thinking, you know what, I might check them out. I might jump in and just have a little whimsical fun on Bikini Bottom or on Earth killing humans with a cow gun and all that kind of stuff. But now it's came and went. I don't care anymore. Like I could go downstairs right now and buy it on the PlayStation, probably at a sale price because it's been out for a few weeks. And here we are on Stadia, just kind of waiting for a stealth drop on a random Wednesday at 5 p.m. All so they can tell us on the weekly roundup. Great guys, we got SpongeBob this week.
Yeah, it's part of the narrative that we've spoken about before, that we as people who've sort of accepted the platform and have jumped in and really started embracing it, we found it's been really good to try games that we haven't previously tried before or haven't actually even thought that we'd like. So it's almost like by not bringing these games out, they're also again missing the opportunity of getting that audience that may be in that same position as well. I know there's a lot of hypotheticals, but do you know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's really, really strange.
I sometimes wonder, is this an issue that they know, they understand and are working on, but it's not as straightforward as all of a sudden someone's sketching out a roadmap, that it's probably a bit more complex, probably a lot of moving parts, a lot of different departments, even potential different companies to converse with. It may be a case of this is something they're working on. It's just a little more complex than we realize. But and some of it is, we've talked before, like we don't know how difficult it is to actually port games over to Stadia, and a lot of these developers don't either. So it might be they're just reluctant to give dates until they have an idea.
But surely this is where Google then and Stadia team need to hold them accountable for a business contract. Like you sign a deal with a developer for a game to be delivered by a certain date, and these businesses all have shareholders they need to hit, like agreements they need to manage, and the reality is the world works, businesses work from deadlines and dates and decisions being made. And titles coming and going on other platforms when Stadia has been part of the market material, thankfully, and then just going radio silent. It's not a good look. It's not a happy look for both the consumer, the brand image, and confidence going forward. That am I now going to be worried that bigger titles that have Stadia marketed on them, they're not coming day and date?
Yeah, I think the first question for any bigger title that people are going to ask is, when does it come? And I can't imagine like Microsoft or Nintendo or Sony not of having that conversation with the publishers. Like, when can we expect this game?
You need to
I mean,
know.
the plot thickens when
even
you
if
look
they're
down.
not controlling when, where I think things like Sony do tend to control things a bit more. But it feels like they're just leaving it entirely to the publishers to decide.
Yeah. The plot thickens when you look at the ratings board announcements. I say announcements. We shouldn't probably even know about them, but we're so goddamn proactive that we find these things out anyway.
Well, people are starved for information, so they look and they found looking at the Peggy ratings and the other thing, the EULA ratings and stuff. People find this information, so they talk about it.
There's a solid 8 further games that are announced or as rated for coming to Stadia that we haven't even heard anything about as well. And it's just almost like, I don't know, I feel like as soon as we sort of know about it and we're reporting on it, perhaps the Stadia team need to sort of embrace that and just be like, right, this week, this is what we've got for you. Like, you can expect these games. And if they are being rated, then surely what's the control with them getting games rated and the contracts being in place? Because surely, as you said, like before, Chris, they have to have that in place. They have to have like a delivery date by this date. Like, you can't keep pushing it. There's got to be a hard deadline where they say in agreement, this game is coming by this point.
I wonder if that is the agreement. It's instead of going, it will come in this window, it'll be here by this point.
Yeah.
And
anywhere up to this point.
Yeah. And that's it. So when it's done. Launch it.
Yeah.
Hashtag coming soon.
That was the hashtag.
It is indeed. So either way, guys, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled for these missing in action, or inaction. We should say like inaction games.
You know what? You can guarantee Windjammers or one of these games will be launched probably on Monday or Tuesday for people listening to this, unless you're a Patreon subscriber.
That is true, yeah. So you listening to this episode right now, we got it. SpongeBob came out on Monday. Destroy All Humans came out yesterday on Tuesday. And what's that? Even today, Wednesday, we got Sniper Elite, Mafia, El Hijo, everything coming out. But no, probably not. We'll probably put this video live and none of this will have been seen or discussed. But we never know. We got Doom last week, absolutely out of nowhere. So laugh all you want. Let us know in the comments below which games you are looking forward to and for some reason are not out on Stadia yet. Let us know if you've bought them on other platforms, in fact. Stick it to the man, and again, money talks. So are there any games that you were looking forward to on Stadia that you've now gone elsewhere to buy? And that's all on them. That's all Stadia's fault for not communicating this, unfortunately. So, however, we'll try and communicate with you the best. We'll bring you the nuggets, we'll bring you the stories and all the Stadia gaming news every week on the podcast. And we'll discuss random topics about dipping chicken selects into your cappuccino on the post show, which is where we are right now, episode number 5. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, for the post show once again. Thank you massively again to our Patreon supporters, patreon.com/Sounds of Stadia, where you can throw us $1. So we can buy cappuccinos to dip our chicken selects into, and anything else which we may choose. But thanks for stopping by. My name's been Chris.
I've been Tom.
I've been Richie.
We've been Sounds of Stadia post show. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.